Welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to talk about is my recommendations is for the Sephora VIB sale. Every year Sephora holds their annual holiday sale, and what they do is they, depending on your level of tier with Sephora, you get a % off. So if you're VIB Rouge, and VIB Rouge is if you spent $1,000 or more, you will get a 20% discount to spend over the course of a week. Starting on October 30th, VIB Rouge are the first ones to be able to enjoy this sale. The next tier is VIB. You would get a 15% discount for being VIB if you have spent at least $350 in the year on Sephora products. And that sale starts, and I'm looking on my phone, on November 3rd through November 9th. And VIB Rouge starts, like I said, on October 30th through November 9th. And then the next tier would be for just the insider, and that's if you have signed up for their rewards program and you've spent between $0 to $329. Your sale starts November 5th through November 9th. You can use the discount as much as you want. Years past you can only use it once online and once in the store, but what I've read is now you can use it multiple times throughout your sale period. So what we're going to talk about today is going to be my recommendations for the VIB sale. I currently am a VIB Rouge member. I made that tier this year. The first thing we're going to go over is recommendations of items I actually own that you can purchase or that I have purchased at Sephora. And then we'll go over what's in my cart and what I'm hoping to buy. So the first thing that I'm going to go over is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Medium and Pillow Talk Intense lipsticks. And they look like this. And the Pillow Talk Medium is a mauve color. It has blue undertones on it, and I'll put that right here for you to see. These lipsticks, they are amazing. They last all day long, at least over 8 hours. They're very moisturizing. They don't dry. They're not peeling. You can eat, drink, talk through them. This is the Intense, and it's also a mauve, but more of a red mauve with less of a blue undertone. You can see it right there. So one's more brown, the other one's more red, and I had a Chanel one on earlier today, which was still going good, but I love these Charlotte Tilburys. So these are my two favorite, and I will be buying 2 other ones from Charlotte Tilbury on the Sephora website. They run for about, not sure, $27, probably more, maybe $34. I'll put the prices below, but remember, of those prices you take your either 20%, 15%, or 10% discount based on your level tier for Sephora. The next thing I'll be recommending, it's something that I started using this year, and I purchased it when the Selena Gomez Rare Beauty line came out. It is the eyeliner. It is called Perfect Strokes. It's a matte liquid liner, and for me it seems very ergonomically correct. It looks like a pen. You have to shake it up sometimes to activate it. The only thing I don't like about it is that when you take it out of the cap, it marks your cap no matter how you take it out. And sometimes I have to tighten this up because it does seem to loosen. I have it on today, and I put this around about 8 hours ago. Once it's put on and it sets, it stays on all day long. It does not go on your upper eyelid. I have a tendency to rub my eye. It does not rub off. It has a fine tip, and it is a matte black, and it's perfect. It is a perfect liner. It goes and stays where you put it and how you want it. I have two favorites. This one's my favorite, and then the next one is like the one I have been using for years. But this one, honestly, and I don't know if it's because this one's older, it's been moving on me a lot, so I may need to dump this one and purchase another one, which I will. It is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Easy Glide waterproof liquid eyeliner, and this is more of a shinier liner, and it activates the same way. Again, on this one it has the same tip, but mine's, for some reason, the bristles has sprayed, and that's it. It's a deeper black than the Selena Gomez one, and it is also a shiny product, as the Selena Gomez is a matte. The next item that I am going to recommend is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleons. I love these. I love these. These are shadow sticks. They're going to what I always call the one and go. You just put on one color, and you can blend it out if you want to, so there's not any rough lines, but then that's it. That can be your color for the day. I have them in two shades. I have them in Amber Haze and Bronze Garnet. So we'll forget about that one and move on to the Amber Haze. And there you go. It's a definitely brown red bronze color, and I just put these on my lid. Like I said, I blend it out a little bit. It just, not even blend it, I just take my brush and I go over it to make sure that there is not any rough lines on there. My next recommendation is going to be the Clinique Moisture Surge Intense Skin Fortifying Hydrator, and this is some amazing stuff. I put this on anytime I wash my face, at nighttime, during the daytime, and sometimes years ago, actually, when I used to wear powders on my face is really dry, and I used to get patches of powder. I would put a little bit of this on it and kind of blend it in. It would take that powderiness away. But this is a very intense moisturizer, and this is just one of my smaller ones. I have several. It doesn't have like a perfume scent to it, but I sometimes, me personally, would prefer a perfume scent over the makeup scent. I don't like that makeupy scent, but it's a scent that once you put it on, you never smell it again. So what I do is I put this on, I take something and fan it, and then I put on my foundations. So one of my foundations is actually going to be my recommendation, and it's going to be the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I wear it in the 5.25. And one of the good things about Sephora is that if you want to try a foundation, but you don't know what the color is, and now with the whole COVID, you can't try it on, you can't use the testers, what you can do is that you can take a foundation that you already used, input it into their tool, and they will match that foundation that you use to the current or the color that you're trying to get in that foundation. So for example, if I'm trying to, when I wanted to get the Selena Gomez foundation, I didn't know what color to go for, so I inputted my Giorgio Armani foundation, and they matched me based on my current one to the one that I wanted to try. So that's definitely a good tool to be able to use. The next thing I'm going to recommend is also another Clinique item. It's Clinique Take the Day Off Makeup Remover for lids, lashes, and lips. And that's what it looks like. It's almost finished. This is amazing. I love this so much. I've been using this for years. I recently tried in one of my other videos the Fenty Beauty makeup remover, and it works, but the only thing is that you can't put it on a cotton swab. You kind of have to wash your face, and then you get water all over the place. I use it in the shower, but if I just need to take off my makeup and go about my business, I use this. I can't even tell you how many bottles of this I have gone through. It seems to be, you know, it is a little bit oil based, but it doesn't feel oily on your face, and that's what I don't like. Remember, I had recommended, or not recommended, I stated that I had used another makeup remover, but it was so oily and greasy that I kept on using it because I purchased it and I just wanted to use it up, but I will never repurchase that again. Not saying that it, you know, if it works for you, that's great, but what works for you may not work for me. What works for me may not work for you. It's just my recommendations based on what works for my skin type. I have very dry skin, and you would think that an oil base would be good on my face, but I just didn't like the way it felt at all. So this is definitely a purchase or repurchase. The next thing also is a Clinique item. It is the Take the Day Off Cleansing Oil, and this you could just put it all over your face. I don't put this on my eyes because it tends to sting my eyes, but it doesn't say that it is for eyes. It is allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. I stick to this and this. These are my two favorite makeup items, both for everything, but when I do use this one on my eyes, it does blur my eyes a little bit, so I'm very cautious with that one. Another recommendation I would like to make is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. This is an amazing, wonderful primer. The only thing I do say is that now that I have hit the bottom of the pan of it, it's more package than product, because if you can see right there is the pan, but look at how the package looks, and you can definitely tell that does not go through the bottom, but I love it. It has I would say a fruity, tangerine smell to it, scent to it, and the good thing about this is that you don't have to stick your finger in there to get the product. It comes with a disc, and the disc has a line which tells you where to take the product up to, and then I put it in my hand. I'll emulsify it, warm it up a little bit, and then put it all over my face. It's not like the Clinique Moisture Surge. I have to wait, you know, quite a while for that to dry up before I can put on my foundation, because I feel like if I don't wait, the Clinique one will move my makeup around, and you definitely don't want that. Another recommendation I'm going to make is the Selena Gomez Always in Optimist, and it is the thicker finishing spray, and it has a little pump to it. And now I've heard people complain about this, that it leaves droplets on your face, but I realized that when I started using it, it did leave droplets on my face until I read the instructions. The instructions say shake it up and then use it. When you use it, it has a nice long spraying effect, and it doesn't have droplets in it. The next item I'm going to recommend is the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, and this is one of my favorite eyeshadows. Again, I would recommend this also for someone who has dry lids. I have a dry face, but these are very creamy, very creamy, and once you put it on and it sets, it will stay, it will not move. And that's actually what I have on today. I've been using this since excuse me, I've had this on since about 7 o'clock this morning, and this is in the shade Bet, and it is also a bronze color. Let's see here, and I am almost completely done with it, if you can see. So I'm definitely going to repurchase this one if I can find it. On the Sephora website they don't have Bet, but they have other ones which I'm going to try. Bet I think I saw on Amazon. I think they're discontinuing it. The next item I'm going to recommend is the Selena Gomez foundation brush. It is curved at an angle, and I love this brush for putting on my foundation. Sorry if I keep on looking that way, I'm looking at the screen. But it is perfect for getting into those corners, perfect corners, and it lays nicely in those areas, especially around your nose, just any of the corners where you really want to get into. And it's very packed foundation brush. It has nice soft bristles. The only thing I don't like about this brush is that the type of material that's on the handle, it easily gets dirty, so you have to be careful. And the last thing that I'm going to recommend from my personal collection is going to be a perfume. It is the Coco Chanel Le Prairie. It is amazing. I love it so much. It is really marketed as a bedtime perfume because the perfume itself in its original form is very intense. I have the smaller parfum, the Mademoiselle Coco Chanel, or the Coco Chanel Mademoiselle. This one is very intense, like a little dot, and it's very loud smelling, if you will. I love it though, but I can't use this for work because, you know, there may be patients or employees, staff who may be allergic to perfumes, and this one is more muted down. This is geared toward bedtime sleeping, but it's the same smell as the Coco Chanel Mademoiselle Original, but this is a lighter version. So if you're someone who really loves to, you know, spray down their perfume, this would be a really good option, because the other one is just like a you know, dot here, and you're good. Like, I literally have worn it and you can smell it for days. Like, it stays in your car, it stays everywhere. And actually, that's not the last perfume that I'm going to recommend, because the Coco Chanel is, I think, is $125, but with the discount, if you get the VIB Rouge, it's a 20% discount, or the VIB, which is 15, and the Insider, which is going to be 10. It's a significant amount off of the perfume that's already expensive. So two other perfumes that I'm going to recommend is going to be the Jo Malone perfumes, and they call it colognes. It's the Jo Malone London Wood Sage and Sea Salt, which is my ultimate fave, and the other one is the Red Roses. Now, if you're someone who loves red roses, the smell of roses, the intense smell of roses, then this perfume is for you. I don't really care for it too much, but the good thing about the Jo Malone is that you can layer them. So I will put this on first, just one little spritz, and then, you know, a couple of spritzes of the Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and it's really a delicious smell. I like this because another YouTuber had recommended it, and I like the fact that it has a rosy color to it. It's not too much. You can, compared to this one, you can definitely tell which one is rosier. I hope it's coming off on camera, but these are beautiful smells. They come in amazing packaging, and I always wait. Oh, it's just so, it's like a deep woodsy smell, but you don't smell like the woods because you have the sage in there, you have the sea salt, so it's a clean version of what a sage stick would smell like, and it's really delicious. It is really beautiful scent for sure. But you know, the Jo Malones are normally very expensive perfumes. I usually wait till there's a sale on Saks or a sale on, I think, Nordstrom. Sometimes they send coupons here and there, and then that's when I'll purchase them. So it's perfect with the Sephora sale. You can get 20, 15, or 10% off. So now the next part of this video is going to be my recommendations on what I am going to buy that I have in my cart right now. So I'm going to pull up the Sephora app and let you know what I currently have in my cart that I'm purchasing. There's 2 items that are not in my cart because I already purchased them because I was very excited to get them, and they were the 2 palettes by Selena Gomez. Originally she did not come out with any eye products during her launch, but there are new 2 palettes, 6 shadows each, with very beautiful colors in them. Ones that I normally don't gear towards, but I really like the colors that are being offered in this palette, so I went ahead and purchased it, and the fact that each palette is $25 each. So it's exclusively online only. It's coming in November in stores, but if you go now you can get it on the website. I wanted to get it before they sold out of it. So let's go into my cart and we will review what I'm going to buy. Okay, yes, I'm going to buy the Lemare foundation, the soft fluid longwear foundation, SPF 20. It's supposed to be geared toward dry skin, so it's very moisturizing. It's currently $125, but based on your level, that's the percentage you will get off. It is a significant amount. Earlier I stated that I had the shade sticks from Tilbury, the color Chameleons. I'm going to pick up the other colors that they have, which are the smoky emerald, the golden quartz. Those are the 2 that I'm going to pick up. Currently they are $27, plus the discount is a significant reduced price. The next thing I'm going to get is something I actually saw on the Sephora website. It's the Too Faced Amor Caliente eyeshadow and cheek palette. They're very vibrant colors. The names are a great play off of Spanish terms, but they're very deep, deep and warm colors where you can use throughout. I would think there's some colors in there that you can use maybe summer and spring, and then the other ones are geared more toward fall and winter. I live in Florida, it really doesn't matter, you know, you wear what you want, doesn't matter what season it is. But that currently is $42, you know, plus your discount. 2 things I'm going to get from the Makeup by Mario. I didn't see anything that intrigued me in his line of the eyeshadows because I don't gear toward those intense colors. They're more for like going out on the town, not something I would wear to work. But I am interested in the EF1 makeup brush. It's a dual-ended eyeshadow brush for blending and applying the eyeshadow. I was looking into that. The other thing by Makeup by Mario is the Master Eyes Prep and Set. There are 2 shades as an eye base, and then it's a prime, prep, and conceal, and a setting powder. So you have 2 shades. One is darker than the other, and then you have a setting powder to set it in. Those are the 2 things that I'm going to pick up from the Makeup by Mario. The next thing I'm going to pick up is a mascara, the Nars Climax Extreme Volumizing Mascara. It's supposed to be very, as it says, volumizing and elongating of the lashes. I want to try that out. The next thing that I want to try is the Natasha Denona Glam eyeshadow palette. I was going back and forth about this palette because there's a lot of natural, or excuse me, I was going back and forth on this palette because there's a lot of neutral colors in there, and I do have neutral single pot eyeshadows, but this one is it has a lot of colors where you can do in your crease, in the corner, in a transition. And the palette is good for beginners because it actually tells you this is good for the crease, this is good for a transition, this is good for your corner, this is good for your brow bone, on the actual pot right underneath the color the pot. It'll say where it should be applied, although you can use it as you wish. The next two things I'm going to get is the Charlotte Tilbury Hot Lips lipstick refills. They're a little bit smaller than the lipsticks that I currently have. It's supposed to be, actually, I'll take that back. It's not smaller, it's the insert. So if I wanted to remove this after I was done, I can put it in there. But I'm going to get two. The one is the Amazing Amal, and Viva la Velgada. It's a wine color. And then I'm going to get the sharpener for my Color Chameleons by Charlotte Tilbury. And then two other Too Faced palettes, which are geared more toward the fall, but I like the colors that were in there. There's some greens, some browns, some beiges, even an orangey color. The first one is the Shake Your Palms mini eyeshadow palette. Is part of the Peaches and Cream collection. Is $27 currently, and it will be, reduced based on your level of rewards. Then I'm going to get the Salted Caramel Mini Eyeshadow Palette. They're each palette of 8 shadows. They're good for travel, good if you don't want to have big palettes all around, but this one is also $27. They're not new, they're older, but the colors did attract to me. I'm going to get another one of the Clinique Take the Day Off because, as you can tell, I'm running low. I don't think I have a backup for that. Then I'm going to buy 3 foundations that I want to try. The first one is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. The color I'm getting is Satchel. The M2.5 is for medium skin with peach undertone. I was matched to that one by putting in my Giorgio Armani color foundation into their tool, and that's what they matched me to. That one's $40, and it will be reduced once the VIB sale starts. The next one I'm going to get is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Foundation. Now it's a matte, so it's not really geared toward hydration. I just want to try it out to see if it'll work for me, even though I have really dry skin. I'm hoping that their formulation will work on my skin, and I'm getting that one in the natural beige. It is light medium with natural undertones. I was also matched to that one by using their tool. And the other foundation that I'm going to get is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna. I had the other one that I've tried in one of my videos, but this one is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and it's supposed to be for hydration to the skin, not too much for oil skin, is more for dry skin individuals. I'm getting the color 240 for medium skin with warm yellow undertones. That's what I was matched. And the next thing I'm going to get is the Lange, however, Lip Sleeping Mask in the color Original Berry. It's supposed to be able to put it on your lips at night. It's hydrating and very moisturizing, so like that when you apply your lipstick or your lip gloss, it has an even base, non-cracking effect on your lips. The last thing I actually forgot to recommend to you is the GHD Rise Volumizing Hot Brush. 2 times more volume from root to tip. So the one thing I forgot to recommend earlier, as I said, it was the GHD volumizing brush. GHD volumizing brush. As you all know, I love my Calista hair hot brush. It has bristles on it, but the only thing is that right now with my short hair, it's very big. It works for me. But this actually works better. You can curl with this, you can brush with this. It does have plastic combs on here. Here you can get the hair out easily if the hair traps on there. It has this top right here where you can put it. Now it does get warm, but you don't burn yourself. I can say though, but I don't know if it's because, you know, I have thinner hair, or rather shorter hair, that it as I'm wrapping it, sometimes my hair, what I'm gonna say is that sometimes when I'm wrapping my hair in it, my fingers do get in here sometimes and burn my fingers. Now I have small fingers, that may be the reason, but I have burned myself a few times. And the only other thing is the placement of this button is actually where I hold it at, and sometimes I hold it and I think I'm turning it off, but it doesn't turn off. It is hard to turn off is the problem, but anytime I click, it makes me, oh my goodness, you know, did I turn it off? The one thing I do like about this is that it does have a swivel in the bottom, so you can't tangle this as much as you may try. But this is definitely a good product, but it is definitely expensive. It is over $100 and something. I did get it with a 15% discount on Sephora last month, because I was able to put my points into a percentage off. So if 20% is definitely going to be much better than the 15% I got, but even the 15% was a good discount. So I think that's it. Those are all of my recommendations. Why don't you tell me in the comments below, what are you going to buy, or what do you recommend that I buy to try? Again, thank you for watching my video. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are not a subscriber, and as always, take care, be safe, and goodbye.